That's fucked, bro. Left Fred in, twin. Now, but for real, though, this is pretty much just the Twilight Zone situation, bro. Remember that show? Remember how the second episode of Modern Thoughts was just me reviewing The Hitchhiker, even though at the time, Lily just finished season 1? At least with this time, I'm reviewing season 1, a season 1 episode, despite, posting season 2. So at least not an episode I literally just watched for a modern review. But still, it meant I had to rewatch a Flintstones episode, bro. So it's still something I literally just finished. This time we got the Hypnotist, and looking through my list, I'm confident this was towards the bottom of the 3 out of 5s. Which, if you don't remember my season 1 review, literally most of that season was 3 out of 5s. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll do you something interesting. How about I just watch that review since it's like a year ago? I mean, in a way, that was like my first real review, so it'll be interesting to see like how. Here, let me.
No, this is when I started to really stop caring about really describing the plots of these episodes because they're so whatever.
Straight up, brother.
Remember back in Split Personality when I said I like the character changing for an episode? Well, another thing I like is clone episodes. Apostrophe.
Wait.
I like certain types of. Like, it's so weird. Like, why are they coloring them differently? Who's this Norcosaurus guy? Because we never see him again.
God, my voice is so fucking glitchy.
There's inconsistencies like this, for a while. Like Fred and Barney having different jobs and all that. I'm assuming that. Okay, this is a weird one, and sadly, I like this one. This is another really good episode, and it's another one about romance. I did not realize that this show and romance went hand in hand.
Sorry.
For what it's worth,
I apologize for taking a little while. I'm trying to get to the review of the original one.
Just enjoying themselves. Sorry, quickly. Oh my god, I feel like such a lazy. I'm almost 3 minutes in. I am almost 30 minutes in here. I'm a teenager, if you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, I was checking my fucking phone during this review. How lazy.
Okay. The episode was somehow barely even fun. Okay, this is a weird one. Okay.
Here it is.
Into my reviewer mode. That's a good thing about these lives. I can have you can be more of an excuse on why I'm being lazy. Yeah, Hot Piano, really good episode. Nice to see Fred and Wilma's relationship again being considered positively, and there's some good jokes in here as well. Every episode has at least one funny moment, by the way. I just don't think a lot of them are worth mentioning, or I straight up don't remember them, despite it not even being that long ago when I watched them. Really shows the memorability. Episode 20, The Hypnotist. Okay, this is a weird one, and sadly, not a good one after I actually liked the past two. Okay, so the wives watch this show about a hypnotist. Fred's all like, oh yeah, I could totally do that. But he ends up turning Barney into a dog. Like, not actually transforming him, but he gives Barney the brain of a dog. It's a weird episode. I don't have much to comment on. I just don't really... this feels like a Family Guy plot, or this feels like a plot of a zany random comedy. this doesn't feel like something with the Flintstones, but at this point, the show's been so repetitive and formulaic, I don't even mind when they do a random plot like this anymore, because it's something different.
Straight
Episode was
up.
somehow barely even funny despite this. You think having one of your main characters think like a dog for an episode wouldn't be so boring, but lo and behold, we got this one. Episode 20.
I apologize for that part taking a couple minutes. I was just trying to find the review, but yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure if you probably could hear it, but pretty much, I didn't have much to say on the episode because, well, to be quite blunt, it was boring. I actually did it surprisingly, despite my voice literally glitching out every second. I think that's actually a genuinely solid enough take on the episode because I literally just rewatched it and I think almost the exact same thing. Like, okay, I'll describe to you everything that happens. Fred and Barney want to watch the game. The wives are watching some magician show. Barney's kind of impressed by it. Well, Fred's like, I could do better. So then Fred tries to do this trick on the wives, only for them to not be affected. But then it accidentally works on Barney. So then it's just Barney being a dog the whole episode. This feels like a case where the writers simply thought that the main character, or one of the main characters, being just an animal for the episode was funny. It is not. The episode comes off as more like a filler episode. I know I complained literally in that original review that season 1 is really repetitive, and well, this is the only episode I rewatched from that season. Obviously, I do still very much remember that season being super repetitive. Something I'm very happy season 2 at least kind of fixed. That doesn't mean that them automatically doing something different automatically means I have to like really like it. There's a reason why it's still on the lower end of a 3. This thing is just so freaking boring. It's almost impressive how they took such a weird premise and made it infinitely just boring. And everything is so slow paced. I forgot how slow paced season 1 was, or at least this episode was. God, felt like a slog to sit through this episode. No joke, I ended up accidentally being on my phone for a lot of it which I try not to do when watching stuff for this channel because I want to actually know what the hell I'm talking about. But I just couldn't help myself with this one. It was so boring. It's to the point where I almost feel like I have no real modern thoughts to have. Like, okay, is there anything good about the episode? I mean, at the very least, I still agree that it's a 3. I feel like it being a 1 or 2 would mean I found it like unwatchable, and I wouldn't say that. It's not an unwatchable episode. It's fine, I guess. I can sit through it. Again, the fact that I was able to be on my phone it feels like background noise. Pretty much like I could just sit on my phone and could do that while watching this thing, which isn't the best way to watch media. Obviously, I mean, hey, at least I'm not so annoyed or so bored by it that I'd straight up just turn it off. It's not something I'd ever want to rewatch for a third time or anything, but hey, it's not horrible. And I could at least see that the writers were maybe trying to be interesting here. To them, they thought this was a good idea. And I guess I can kind of get it. I mean, the idea seems interesting, like Barney being a dog and all that. It's not. I could tell that they were maybe just trying to do something different. And again, really wanting to push just how freaking weird the plots in the show can get. Again, though, that's kind of the problem because it's still so just man. There's nothing interesting about this episode. The wives, Wilma and Betty, are barely in it. They pretty much just sass Fred and Barney the whole time, though. That's their whole role. I guess it's kind of nice to see Fred get his comeuppance for his actions because he was talking a lot of smack about the magician. So then obviously it's very comedic to watch everything go wrong, but it's not in a way where it's that funny. I'm genuinely, at least with my Hitchhiker Modern Thoughts review, that one felt more like I didn't have much to say because I literally just watched the episode a few days before making that review. With this one, it's literally been well over a year, and I still just have so little to say about it. what's there to say about this episode other than it's boring? Which I feel like is what I have to say about a lot of Flintstone season 1 episodes. If you don't remember from my last Modern Thoughts, I'm trying to keep track of how many ratings I get. Like so far for Modern Thoughts, I've covered one 5 out of 5, two 4 out of 5s, and this officially marks my first 3 out of 5 review I'm doing. And yeah, like I said before, I think it holds up on that rating. Still no ones or twos, thankfully. I say thankfully. Please don't automatically try to send me 1 or 2 rated episodes just because I said this. Please. Okay, for real though. If you could see the spread, you can kind of make it out, but it's very, yep, you can see a little bit here. Okay, guys, I genuinely apologize for this one. I promise that like on Thursday I'll do like a Z-Man extra and make it all up for this one because dear lord, this is boring. Hopefully not this review, I mean, but like the episode itself is freaking boring. In the end of the day, Barney's back to normal. Yeah, he doesn't remember any of it. Okay, I guess there's one solid moment where, like, towards the end, the magician accidentally made like the dogs that think they're people. That was kind of funny. But again, most of this thing, I was just like trying to pay attention, but really just couldn't. They do all the typical dog jokes, like, "Oh no, Barney's like having a bone. He hates the vet. He gets catched by the dog catcher." Him being it being Barney, who is a human, is not enough to make these moments any more interesting. And again, they pretty much ride on that for the whole episode, or at least 2/3 of the episode, because the first third is just wasted on setup. So already you wasted a third of it on setup. But then they make the other 2/3 just boring, just Barney being a dog. And again, that's not as funny of a premise as they try to make you believe. I really have nothing else to say about this episode. It's boring. It's middle of the road. It's not bad or mediocre because I could still sit through it, but it's still a very mid-tier episode. I really just cannot recommend you watch this one. It's okay. Well, not even okay. It exists. It's an episode of TV that exists that I've now had to watch twice for this channel, and hopefully I'll never need to watch it again. Not because it's bad, but because there's just nothing there. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Flanders. See that show and that episode is better than anything in Flintstone season 1, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream now. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully the next pick will be better, but this one just wasn't it, champ.